Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's November 20th, 2022. We are in the New Testament, and we are going to read from the book of John, and we're going to read chapter 12, verse 20 to 50 today. All right, so where is John in his gospel? We are in the final week of Jesus' earthly ministry, his public ministry. He is now in Jerusalem, and he's finishing up and tying up some loose ends. Now, we just saw that group of Jews who, they followed him for a while and they wanted to see some tricks, but you know what? They really didn't want to give up their old ways, so they kind of fell away. Then you got the Pharisees who, they follow the law and they parse the law and they argue over the law, and Jesus, the fulfillment of the law, is standing right in front of them, and they say, you know what? We'd rather argue and puff each other up than actually follow you. So now we're getting to the last group, Jesus' disciples, and this starts with some Greeks show up, some Gentile Greeks show up, and they ask the disciples, hey, we want to go in and we want to worship with you, with your master. And Jesus tells them about his death and his crucifixion and why he's there, all the prophecies that he's fulfilled. And John wants you to see that even the disciples were a little confused. They didn't quite get it. And Jesus tells them, hey, you know what? You don't need to get it right now. You just need to believe, and you just need to know the truth and follow the truth. Understanding is going to come later. So, as a believer in Jesus, you know what? That was, I believe in Jesus. That was my step. That's what justifies me. That's what saves me. The salvation, the understanding, the leading a better life, that comes as I keep going and keep working, and Jesus keeps working in me. So there's your three groups. The ones that hear the truth and say, I'd rather go back and do what I want. The ones who hear the truth and say, ooh, I'm going to reject the truth. I want to keep doing what I'm doing. And the ones who say, you know what, I hear the truth. I know it's the truth. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to follow it, but I'm going to follow it. And I'm going to keep doing my best. And if I fall down, I'm going to get back up. That's who belongs to Jesus. So let's go ahead and we're going to read John chapter 20 to verse 50. Now some Greeks were among those who went up to worship at the festival. So they came to Philip, who was from Bethsaida in Galilee, and requested of him, Sir, we want to see Jesus. Philip went and told Andrew. Then Andrew and Philip went and told Jesus. Jesus replied to them, The hour has come for the Son of Man to be glorified. Truly I tell you, unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains by itself. But if it dies, it produces much fruit. The one who loves his life will lose it. The one who hates his life in this world will keep it for eternal life. If anyone serves me, he must follow me. Where I am, there my servants also will be. If anyone serves me, the Father will honor him. Now my soul is troubled. What should I say? Father, save me from this hour? But that is why I came to this hour. Father, glorify your name. Then a voice came from heaven. I have glorified it, and I will glorify it again. The crowd standing there heard it and said it was thunder. Others said, an angel has spoken to him. Jesus responded, This voice came not from me, but for you. Now is the judgment of this world. Now the ruler of this world will be cast out. As for me, if I am lifted up from the earth, I will draw all people to myself. He said this to indicate what kind of death he was about to die. Then the crowd replied to him, We have heard from the law that the Messiah will remain forever. So how can you say the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is this Son of Man? Jesus answered, The light will be with you only a little longer. Walk while you have the light so that the darkness doesn't overtake you. The one who walks in darkness doesn't know where he's going. While you have the light, believe in the light so that you may become children of light. Jesus said this, then went away and hid from them. Even though he had performed so many signs in their presence, they did not believe in him. This was to fulfill the word of Isaiah the prophet, who said, Lord, who has believed our message, and to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? This is why they were unable to believe, because Isaiah also said, He has blinded their eyes and hardened their hearts, so that they would not see with their eyes or understand with their hearts, and turn, and I would heal them. Isaiah said these things because he saw his glory and spoke about him. Nevertheless, many did believe in him, even among the rulers, but because of the Pharisees they did not confess him, so that they would not be banned from the synagogue, for they loved human praise more than praise from God. Jesus cried out, The one who believes in me believes not in me, but in him who sent me. And the one who sees me sees him who sent me. I have come as light into the world, so that everyone who believes in me would not remain in darkness. If anyone hears my words and doesn't keep them, I do not judge him, for I did not come to judge the world, but to save the world. The one who rejects me and doesn't receive my sayings has this as his judge. The word I have spoken will judge him on the last day. For I have not spoken on my own, but the Father himself, who sent me, has given me a command to say everything I have said. I know that his command is eternal life, so the things that I speak just as the Father has told me. May God bless the reading of his word. May God bless you. Bye.